talk about Elizabeth Taylor because he's kind of done a beautiful homage to her in Raintree County, kind of like a drive-through movie version of her in Raintree County. And the artifice is like, what is that? When you have an umbrella, it's not an umbrella, it's
parasol.
A parasol, very Southern belle. Liz, no matter what she did, and it was true in Raintree County, she emanated like some kind of soul that goes beyond artifice, even though she's completely artificial. And so like her southernness in Raintree County is a little fake, but you know what? Like I forgive her, and I always forgive her because like no matter what she does, she's there with us, right? She can look right into the camera and you know who she is. And also her relationship with Monty, Montgomery Clift, kind of gets told in a subtext in that movie because Monty Clift, during the filming of Raintree County, got into a horrible car accident. She basically saved his life. It was near her house. They had a party, and he was drunk, and he got in a big wreck. And so it took a long time to film Raintree County because they had to wait on him to have surgery to recover from his injuries. And so there's a before and after of Montgomery throughout the whole Raintree County movie. And you know what made it okay was Liz, because she's in it. And you know what? She's not going to let you fuck with Monty, right? So her performance doesn't shift. It's always there with him. And he's going to always be Monty Clift because we have Liz to take us through that. And I think that's what makes me respect the relationship about Liz and Monty the most is, you know, he looks like shit. He looks like he's been through hell in one scene, and then the next scene he's not, and they have to shoot it in a certain way, but she looks him in the eye like there's no problem. And I think that's probably the most Southern thing in the world is grace, right? So I think she gets to that moment because she loved Monty, even though she's doing a fake Southern accent, right? But it's still Southern because she doesn't give a rat's ass about what he looks like. She remembers him as he was, and that's Southern, right? Isn't that the essence of being Southern? I lived that way my whole life. So people would do horrible things, but their relatives and friends would always remember them before the horrible thing. And that's called mercy or grace or whatever you want to call it. And that's kind of Southern. So that's my story about Liz. Thank you.
I'm here to talk about Nothing But Flowers, a song by the Talking Heads that was on the 1988 album Naked. I think it was their last full album together, and it was kind of yet a different twist in music for them, I think. What I remember about it coming out, I remember a drive from Indianapolis to Chicago to see The Passion of the Christ with an art school friend, Ashley Couts, and we drove up there, and it was at the theater where John Dillinger was shot in southern Chicago. But that album played, and I remember going through Gary, Indiana at kind of a dusk evening, and all of the smokestacks were, fiery and, puffing out smoke. And, I'm sure now all of those are like dead. It's almost as if Gary's probably becoming, once there was a factory, now there's a peaceful oasis. It's probably not peaceful, but it's on its way. But, gosh, the lyrics in that song, it as you get older and you look at the lyrics, and hear the song, it's such an innocent take on world history. It's almost like, oh gosh, what was that movie? The Tree of Life, where he's going from dinosaurs to, you know, cherry pies and chocolate chip cookies. But I'm rambling here, but I'll keep going. I do want to say that it's interesting that I'm talking about this song when one of our very first shows when we started Visionaries and Voices at the Middletown Art Center was called Nothing But Flowers, because there were so many artists that were doing paintings of flowers. And then to be here now with you know, winding things down, talking about the song again, it kind of brings everything full circle. But with Robert's piece, I was looking at it, and it reminds me of Wayne White in a lot of ways. He had a museum show in Chattanooga, and which is his hometown, and he did a giant map of Chattanooga, and it had a train that ran through it and cars and things. And so seeing his piece, it kind of has that 80s feel of, you know, like a Sledgehammer video with that Wayne White kind of sensibility. And that works well with that song too. It's Nothing But Flowers. It has that sense of, you know, things changing and going back to nature kind of feel.